it's Christy. I'm here with part 2 of my collaboration with Micah's Crafts. I've just received my little packet in the mail and I wanted to show you guys what Micah sent me to work with. So first of all, he made me this really cute little pouch, and that has some little die cut pieces I can see inside there. I'm just going to grab a pair of scissors so I can open that up quickly. Okay, and it looks like some pieces from Lon Fawn's Critters in the Burbs, which I absolutely love, so that is awesome. This was one of my very first, in fact I think it was the first Lon Fawn stamp set that I ever purchased. So I just opened up that little packet and it's got all the pieces from Critters in the Burbs by Lon Fawn. It's got all the little critters and all the little embellishments all nice and die cut out for me. So those are the images I have to work with. He also sent a couple of pieces of paper here. We have these 3 pieces. They're from the My Mind's Eye Bright paper pad. And he says there's a watercolor blue, a watercolor green polka dot, and a watercolor yellow polka dot. And those are all double-sided. And then he also sent this strip of silver glitter paper. It's from Die Cuts with a View. The Twinkle Glints, it says. So I am going to take just a minute to think about these images and get a card idea in mind, and I will be right back to create a card with these fun little pieces. Alright, so I've started out by coloring a few of my images here and pulling those colors from the pattern papers that Michael selected. Because they are already die cut and a little bit tricky to hold on to, I went ahead and colored a few of them off camera, but I thought I'd do the bunny and the squirrel for you quick. One thing you can do if you have pre-die cut images is to stick them down with a little removable adhesive, but I'm actually all out of it right now, so I'm just going to do my best to hang on to them. So for the bunny here, I'm using BG2, and I'm just doing a light coat all over. Just kind of getting that paper saturated. And I'm sorry if my finger's in the way. Hopefully you can still see. So, and then we'll just give his tail a tiny bit of accent, which I'm going to take some BG1 and blend out a tiny bit. And then I'll take my colorless blender and blend that out even more. And then I'm going to take some BG4 and I'll do my shadows. It's kind of under his ears, around his face, alongside his legs. Okay. And then I'll go back to my BG2 and just blend that out. I apologize if you can hear my kids in the pool. It's a really, really hot day. I tried to tell them to keep it down, but I can hear them. Hopefully you can't. Okay, so there's my bunny done. I'll just add a little PP2 to his nose. And then we'll move on to our squirrel. For our squirrel, I'm going to do a little TN9, which will be a nice dark reddish color. Just giving him an all over color there. And then I'll take a little TN8 and kind of just deepen up the shadows here. Under his tail, under his neck, the leg that's on the far side of his body, his back ear. And actually, that's so close to the TN9, I'm not going to even bother to blend that out. So we're done with our coloring. We can move on to the assembly of our card. Alright, so I've got my pattern papers here. I went ahead and cut all of my papers, including a piece of Spectrum Noir white cardstock for the clouds, using the smaller die from the Mama Elephant's Femme Frame dies. Then I used the Landscape Trio dies from Mama Elephant to cut out the yellow panel and the green panel for my grass. And I used the cloud die, or the kind of bumpy die, to do a cloud panel. And this was a scrap, so it didn't quite cut out this full shape here, but that didn't matter at all because it's actually going to go right behind our tree. So that's a great way to use your scraps. So I'm going to take some Tombow Mono Multi and I'm going to start adhering down some of these pieces. So I'm going to just take that and do a thin coat over my clouds. And then I can go ahead and line that up and get that stuck on there. Okay. I'm going to take my yellow panel, which is going to be the back piece of grass, and I'll put a little glue on that and adhere that as well. And the thing I really like about using that Femme Frames die, even on the border pieces, is that it didn't matter as much on the yellow, but you will get that nice stitched edge right there. And that would be missing if I hadn't used that Femme Frames die to cut out all the pieces. So that kind of just keeps it looking cohesive. So we'll go ahead and adhere down our green grass down on top of that. Just line that up. And before that's dry, I know I want to sandwich my tree back there. So I'll just add a little glue to my tree and get that tucked back there. I'm going to attach my squirrel, and he's going to be coming down the tree here, kind of jumping out of the tree. And I got my acorn that I'm going to kind of, maybe I'll just lay that right in front here. Leave that right in front. So the squirrel's going for the acorn. Then I wasn't sure if I was going to use the tire swing. I colored it just in case, but I've decided not to. So I'm going to go ahead and add my bunny and my flower. I'm just trying to decide which one I want where. If I want the flower there, or if I want the flower on the far side, the bunny kind of in the middle. I think I like that better. So I'll take my bunny and add a little glue to him, and then we'll tuck him down in the green grass just so his feet are kind of poking underneath. Okay, and we'll take our flower stem and we'll add that up here so we kind of have some different heights, and we'll add the petals. There we go. Now I'm going to take a sentiment from this Lawn Fawn Cruising Through Life set. I was trying to find one that had kind of smallish sentiments so that I could fit it up in the clouds. So I've got that thank you, and I just want to make sure that that's gonna fit. So I'll ink that up. And just line that up and press that into place over there. Now I'm just going to take some of my foam adhesive. I've got a piece of Spectrum Noir cardstock here, folded in half to a standard size card, and I'm just going to get that lined up in the center and press that into place. And that's our finished card. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun collaboration with Micah's Crafts and I. And I hope you'll go over to his channel and watch what Micah did with the packet that I sent him. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.